Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. Hi. I haven't done one of these in a while. They pop up every so often. Yeah, Mike Burnfire. It's a good channel. You should subscribe to it and like it, as I just did. It's a very good thing to do. That's what I've been told. But yeah, I don't know what the Battle of Lake Erie is. I don't know if it's a real thing. I don't know if it's a play on words. Look, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Yeah, let's go.
One of the places that I ended up going to was Put-in Bay in North Ohio. The reason I went to Put-in Bay initially was because it's not the world's largest geode.
Okay, I've never been to Ohio, but I have met quite a few people from Ohio, and it's a crazy place. I wouldn't, I guess you got to go to a Guardians game or something, or a Browns game, or a Bengals game. You guys have a lot of pro teams for being Ohio. Sorry,
because I'm pretty sure that's in Mexico, so it's like North America's largest geode. I think it's a geode that you can stand inside.
Oh, okay.
It's really big.
Neat.
It's really big, and I thought it was really cool. I don't think it was worth how much money I paid to go in there.
How much?
They had an entry fee for the geode.
Yeah, you had to pay an entry fee to go in there, and it was like, when I say world's largest geode, and that you can stand inside it, because it says guided cave tours. So I thought
you were going into an actual cave.
I thought cave. Because I've been in caves before.
Yeah?
I've been in a bunch of different caves. Some of them are huge. They're massive.
Yeah.
When I heard guided cave tours, world's largest geode, I was under the impression that it was going to be bigger than 3 broom closets. It was interesting to go in there, but it would have been more interesting if they let you, if they had just a guy that was down there to make sure that you're not fucking with the geode.
All right.
If they just had a guy that was down there, so you pay the entry fee, you go down into the geode, and then
Look, I don't know what this has to do with any kind of battles going on in Lake Erie, but I don't know where this is going, but hope. Okay.
the guy's like, "Hello, welcome to the world's largest geode. This
As you
was
do.
discovered when they were digging for a well." And it's like, oh, it's really cool. It's neat. I like being down here. But they make you go down there with like 12 other people, so you're all just packed into this geode, and you're worried about bonking your head on every single surface that's on it. And it's like, because they haven't really done anything to the inside of the geode, the crystal that it's made out of has started turning green.
Okay.
And it's just like, it doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like,
Dude, I live in Tucson. We have like the world's largest gemstone show down here. He'd probably really like that.
well, that was
saying.
kind of lame. And I went there with my wife, and I could tell afterwards that she was just like, that was not worth it. You dragged me all the way here for this? That wasn't the only thing we went there for. I promise we didn't go all the way to Put-in Bay just to go specifically to this.
Put-in Bay.
Initially it was. Well, there was other stuff on the trip, but the entire reason we went there was for that. And it was really good. Like, the going there was really cool because we got to go on a ferry. Unfortunately, I didn't get to take my car onto the island, which I wanted to do. I like boats that you can drive your car onto.
Okay.
There's I found on Facebook
right.
Marketplace a while ago. I'm getting off topic. I found on Facebook Marketplace a while ago a dude selling like a 1953 landing craft, which is a boat with a ramp on the front of it,
That's
so you
pretty
can
cool.
drive vehicles onto.
Just had one of those laying around.
He had a military landing craft, and he's got photos of him like with an RV parked on it. And it's just like, I want a landing craft.
So bad.
I want a landing craft so fucking bad. I want a landing craft so bad.
You can like things without possessing them.
No.
Ask train enthusiasts.
Have face when you will never actually own a train.
Well, I mean, train enthusiasts. They're also probably Sonic fans as well. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Anyway, we took a ferry to get to Put-in Bay, which was really neat. The island itself is really super cute. We had to rent a golf cart to drive around.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's not that far. We could have walked it, but like, it's just take the golf cart. There was a thing that was there that was the Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial.
Oh, okay.
And I had no idea this was there. What do you think that it is there for?
Perry's Peace Memorial.
Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial.
It's a World War I monument. Perry sounds like it might have been a popular name back then.
Yeah.
Early 1900s.
It is there to commemorate the Battle of Lake Erie and is a peace memorial
Is it
between
like
the United
Civil
States,
War?
Canada, and the United Kingdom.
Okay. That makes sense.
Because people don't remember that the Battle of Lake Erie happened.
Wasn't that more the 1800s?
The Battle of Lake Erie is one of the largest naval battles of the War of 1812, and it was the first time that the U.S. Navy got the British to surrender in a naval battle.
And this is before we actually had a powerful navy.
Yeah, very, very briefly after the U.S. was a country. It's named Perry after Oliver Hazard Perry, which is where the hazard in
That's
my
a
name
nice-
comes from.
Whoa.
Right.
Okay.
I'm actually not
Wow.
joking.
I know
That's where
you're
the
not.
That's where the hazard in my name comes from.
I know, yeah.
I wasn't aware that
Excuse me.
Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial was there, and it's actually really neat. It is the only international peace memorial in the entire United States park system. And at the International Peace Memorial, they have the world's largest Greek Doric column.
Oh,
it's quite
that's
large.
what that is. Okay.
It's taller than the Statue of Liberty.
That's weird.
The Statue of Liberty is smaller than most people think it is. But
It is smaller than the statue, and when I say it's taller than the Statue of Liberty, I'm including the Statue of Liberty and the pedestal that it stands on.
Yes. Which is a significant portion
It's
of it.
352 feet tall, which is, I think, half as tall as the Gateway.
Yeah, it's really funny when you go to these like monuments and landmarks and stuff for the first time. You think they're going to be bigger than life, but when I went to the Coliseum, I was a little disappointed. I thought Dodger Stadium was a lot bigger, to be fair. And I was like, all right, it's pretty cool. Honestly, the Sistine Chapel and the Vatican. The Vatican is really cool if you ever get a chance. Sorry.
Arch in St. Louis. It's really big.
And you saw that on your way to visit the geode.
Yeah.
No, we saw that after we visited the geode, and it was way cooler because apparently we were there the day before the 213th anniversary of the Battle of Lake Erie.
Oh.
That was completely by accident. We got to see they did a reenactment of firing the cannonade and a deck gun from some of the ships
Did they sell that at Sonic Burger?
of the time, which a cannonade is different from a cannon. They're classified by size. A cannonade is smaller than a cannon. Cannon is bigger. I don't know what the exact sizes are, but then a deck gun is basically just like a very tiny cannon, I guess.
A deck gun and a millicannon is so much smaller. It's like 1,000th.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was.
Okay.
I'm actually really glad that I got to see that. I had no idea that was there.
Nice.
The thing that was interesting about the Battle of Lake Erie is that after the battle ended, both the British Navy and the American Navy went to put in bay and buried all of the people that had died together. There's a war happening, but both sides were like, all right, well, we need to bury our dead, so we're going to bury them here instead of burying them in Lake Erie.
Right.
Because Lake Erie is
It's a lake.
It's a lake, and I think at its deepest, it's like, how deep is Lake Erie? Lake Erie is not that deep.
I wouldn't.
No.
That was one of the problems with the Battle of Lake Erie is they couldn't bring their full they couldn't bring their full ships in there. Like the British Navy could not bring their full gunboat ships in there because they would just run aground instantly. So everybody in the Battle of Lake Erie was using way smaller boats than they normally would. And then at one point in the Battle of Lake Erie, 2 of the British ships got stuck together, and that was partially what allowed Oliver Perry to secure victory, was because 2 of the British ships got stuck together, and they basically couldn't fucking do anything the entire time. Perry just came up in one of his boats and just started laying into them.
Oh, jeez.
It's really cool. If you haven't read into the Battle of Lake Erie, it's a
not.
super interesting naval battle.
I really don't know anything about this battle, but the way you talk about it makes me want to know more.
It's really cool. 1913 is when they built the memorial, and I think at some point around then they moved the dead that had been buried to the Doric. They moved them to the Doric column, so they are all buried there.
Okay.
The crazy thing about the Battle of Lake Erie, or one of the whole thing is crazy, but one of the crazy things about the Battle of Lake Erie is that this specific area where they had the Navy was so small that there were American U.S. Army infantry that were operating the cannons on the ships because they didn't have enough sailors.
Okay.
They just grabbed the army and were like, we're gonna get in a big fight out there, so can you come help, please?
Yes, 1812. The country was still in its nascency.
I had no idea that it was there.
Who knew history could be so amazing?
Whoa.
History's very interesting, and I'm not doing it justice talking about it, but it was really cool.
Yeah, it sounds
They
cool.
should dedicate an entire TV channel to history, and then over time
No.
transform it into something that obsesses over conspiracy
And
theories
aliens.
instead.
The problem with old History Channel is that it was all just World War II.
Yeah.
They never did anything but World War II.
I always get Erie and Ontario mixed up, so I never know which one's which.
Erie's the one that Ohio set on fire.
Oh, okay.
Why would Ohio set Lake Erie on fire?
For fun.
They didn't do it on purpose. They were just pumping
Oh.
a bunch of chemicals into it, and then the chemicals caught on fire.
For
Oh, that's
fun.
right. What a St. Patrick's Day celebration that was.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I like this little outro they got going on, and I want to play that game. By the way, it looks pretty fun. Anyway, there you go. That's for your viewing pleasure. Yeah. So yeah, I got to look more into that. That is interesting. Yeah, they don't teach you that in boot camp, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe down below. Makes me feel good inside. Helps out the channel. Everybody's happy. If you got any suggestions for any videos, please put them in the comments. I will get to them eventually. It's been very military heavy this week. So, yeah, we're doing a lot of that. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. And bye. I said bye.